Well, here's the reality. I don't take drugs. I've actually been taking them on, and I've gone to the point, in actual fact, where, funny enough, and here's what's also interesting. This week is Drug and Alcohol Awareness Week, right, from the 22nd to the 27th. So as part of the initiative, I said, oh, well, this is actually interesting that this actually coincides with that. I've gone and actually done a drug test. And it's important that we bring this issue, we surface issues of, abuse of drugs, abuse of alcohol to the public. And as a leader, I think I must lead from the front and do those kind of things. And take advantage of the fact that, by the way, funny enough, here it is. Here's a gentleman who goes and makes such disparaging character assassination comments about me. Let's actually surface these issues, because these are societal problems. So I will be sharing that with you. I'll share my drug test with you. I've already printed and scanned and tweeted my letter to him, which is a letter of demand. I expect him to apologize. I am not in any fighting spirit with him. I'm a leader from Mkhonto Sizwe with emotional intelligence to lead.
Yeah,
Welcome to The Scene, and let's get into today's story. So after Floyd Chivambu decided to make disparaging comments about Nhlamulo Ndhlela, saying that he's on drugs, he's come out guns blazing, taking out drug tests and legal action, basically requesting him to retract his statement. It seems Floyd has egg on his face once again. He was actually very out of character when we were speaking on ENCA. I mean, throwing insults and all that. He's usually very intellectual. Take a listen.
Different people there, that includes an imbecile, a fool called Nhlamulo Ndhlela, one of the foolish leaders of Mkhonto Sizwe, who unfortunately represents the people there. He's always on drugs and always high on alcohol in terms of how he deals with issues. That is what we're dealing with every day. And he will even take pride that he is going to tell lies to President Zuma about him. And of course, he will use the otherwise very gullible and directionless daughter of President Zuma, who of course has got first front row access to President Zuma by virtue of being the daughter. So that is basically what we're dealing with. And of course, Nhlamulo was working with this
druggie on social media?
I didn't say that. I didn't say she's a druggie. I said there are people who take drugs, which is true, and insult me on social media at night, and which is a fact in terms of what I'm saying. Look, I don't want to deal with those issues. If anyone wants to challenge me about that, they can ask me privately as to who takes drugs and insult me, and I'll tell them. But I don't want to speak about that in public now.